when you got a guy that's driving a Humvee next to you and you see the bottom of his boots, that's not a good deal. So, you know, I pull up my weapon, you know, I'm yelling at him, screaming at him. I don't want to pull the trigger because I ain't seeing no weapons. You know, I don't want to kill a bunch of civilians. So, you know, I'm screaming at them. They don't understand me because I'm screaming at them. You know, not only am I screaming at them in English, but I've got a Southern accent, so they probably don't understand that either. You know, I was just, you know, I'm yelling at them, let him go, let him go, let him go. And they finally do. He gets back in the Humvee, and man, his foot hit the gas so fast, it's just, you know, we're out of there. Well, you know, probably about, I would say maybe 2 minutes later, 3 minutes tops, we're just wide open away from there, and it felt like a bomb went off. I mean, we just hit a ditch that was across the road, and it, boom. He basically said we can operate on it 12 more times if you want. He said, but here's your other option. And the other option was something me and my wife had already discussed before we got there. But that was probably a possibility. So we did, and that's the choice we made.
More than 35,000 U.S. military personnel have been wounded in Iraq, Afghanistan, and other locations around the world since October of 2001. Our servicemen and women are coming home with severe disabling injuries that include amputation, visual impairment, traumatic brain injury, spinal cord injury, and other severe lifelong conditions.
Especially after this, you know, incident where you lose your leg, you come to realize real quick that, well, you know, what I used to be is never again. It's never going to be that way ever again.
Since 2006, Lakeshore Foundation has served hundreds of injured service members and their families throughout the nation with a comprehensive program of fitness, recreation, and transition support. Our Lima Foxtrot programs allow injured military personnel and their families to adjust to life post-injury. Through vigorous recreation and sport programs, these men and women not only rediscover important parts of their lives, but they regain skills and the confidence needed to move into new careers or higher education. Participants tell us they return home from our programs with a new outlook on life and stronger self-confidence. Our Lima Foxtrot programs are targeted to servicemen and women with specific disabilities. Operation Rise and Conquer, an extended outdoor adventure weekend, offers service members and their families a variety of challenging activities. Operation Night Vision is a program of sport and recreation for those with significant eye injuries or visual impairment. Operation Alpha is designed to appeal to those who have sustained traumatic brain injury. And Lakeshore Foundation provides service personnel access to daily fitness opportunities through Operation Endurance. And as an official U.S. Olympic and Paralympic training site, Lakeshore Foundation is also preparing veterans to compete in the Paralympic Games.
The great thing about having a place like Lakeshore is it's almost like an oasis for us to come to. Before I came to Lakeshore, I've never been in a pool with scuba equipment on. I mean, absolutely, it was the coolest thing. I was sitting on the bottom of the pool looking up, and I looked up and saw an American flag, and I saluted the flag, and the scuba instructor starts laughing, you know, little bubbles going up. It was great. But, you know, it's programs like that, just, you know, pushing your limits and telling you what you can do, and not treating you like, you know, there's something wrong with you.
Lakeshore Foundation is honored to provide programs for our nation's injured military, and we are committed to providing these opportunities at no cost to our servicemen and women. We are only able to do this with the help of a generous community of donors. To sustain this important effort, we will continue to need support.
If you're an organization that says you support servicemen, those servicemen that come to your organization will know pretty much straight up whether or not you're telling the truth. Lakeshore is one of those folks, they're rare. I mean, they do what they say they're going to do. They're not playing. You know, when they ask you to donate to that organization, because these servicemen are actually going to receive the benefit of what you donated, the time, the money to come actually to these camps, to come to these functions that they put together. They're not kidding. You know, we see the benefit of it, and you know, it's really cool.
Simply put, Lakeshore Foundation cannot do these programs without your help. You have a unique opportunity to say thank you to these men and women who have given so much for our country. Please make a gift to Lakeshore Foundation to support these wounded heroes.
Thank you.